We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Good morning everyone. Myself Professor Pinkesh Patel from the Electrical Engineering Department. Today I am going through a chapter of transformer. From this chapter we can learn regarding the basic of the transformer, what is the working principle of the transformer, what is the types of the transformer. Now we are going for the first one, that is the what is the requirement of the transformer. A transformer, it is a static device which can be used to step up or step down the voltage without change in the frequency. It is known as the transformer. Likewise, having a different types of transformer that should be used inside the industrial side. It may be a step up transformer or it may be a step down transformer. Now we are going for the construction and working principle of a single phase transformer. This is the construction of a single phase transformer having a primary winding, transformer core and secondary coil. It should be a part of a transformer. The winding which is connected with the single phase AC supply, which is considered as a primary winding, whereas the winding which is connected with the load, it should be considered as a secondary winding. And this is the transformer core that should be locating over here. This is the symbol of the transformer. Now we are going for the working principle of the transformer. So here single phase AC supply that should be connected with the primary winding, whereas the secondary winding that should be connected with the load over here. The voltage that should be built up across the primary winding, it should be considered as a V1. The turns of the primary winding, it should be considered as a N1, and turns of the secondary winding, it should be considered as a N2. Whenever single phase AC supply that should be applied to the primary winding, then alternating flux that should be produced inside the iron core. Whatever the flux that should be produced inside the iron core, which is linked with the secondary winding and which can produces the induced EMF inside the secondary winding according to the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. So this is the working principle of the single phase transformer. So at the end we can say that transformer which can be used to transfer of electrical power from one circuit to the another circuit. The second main point, there should be a transfer of electrical power without any change in the frequency. There is not any change inside the frequency. Third point, there should be a transfer with the principle of electromagnetic induction. Whenever conductor cuts the magnetic field, and EMF induced inside the conductor. This is the laws of Faraday. And last point, 2 electrical circuits are linked by mutual induction. Now we are going for the EMF equation of the transformer. So this is the main circuit diagram of the single phase transformer, in which we can say that primary winding that should be connected with single phase AC supply, whereas secondary winding that should be connected with the load over here. Whatever the flux that should be produced inside the core, it should be considered as a alternating flux over here. So now we are going for the EMF equation of the transformer. So as we all know, the working principle of the transformer whenever single phase AC supply, they should be applied to the primary winding. At the end, EMF induced inside the secondary winding. So now having the first step, that is the expression for the instantaneous flux phi. So as shown in the figure, the instantaneous flux that should be given by phi is equal to phi m sin omega t, whereas phi m, that is the maximum value of the flux, and omega is equal to 2 pi f. Now go for the step number 2 to obtain the expression for the induced voltage. So for that we can apply the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, and for that whatever the EMF induced inside the secondary winding, it should be given by the equation E is equal to minus n d phi by dt. Go for the step number 3, that is the obtain the maximum value of induced EMF per turn. So for that, just take the value of turns, that is equal to 1. So having the equation E is equal to minus d phi by dt. Now from the step number 1, put the value of phi, that is equal to phi m sin omega t over here. So we can get the equation E is equal to minus phi m cos omega t into omega. Now in this equation, just take the cos omega t is equal to plus or minus 1 and omega is equal to 2 pi f. We can take this value because inside the step number 4 we have to find out the RMS value of the induced EMF per turn. So RMS value of induced EMF per turn is should given by E max, maximum value of the induced EMF divided by root 2. So E max, that is equal to 2 pi f phi m. In this equation, just put the cos omega t is equal to minus 1 and phi m, that is as it is, and omega t, that should be replaced by 2 pi f, and root 2, that is as it is. So we can try to solve the equation. So we can get the answer root 2 into pi into f into phi m, and root 2 into pi, so having an answer that is equal to 4.4 f into phi m, where f, that is considered as a frequency. Now go for the step number 5, obtain the expression for the induced voltages, that is the E1 and E2. Now E1 is equal to RMS value of induced EMF per turn into number of primary turns. So RMS value of induced EMF per turn, it should be given by 4.44 frequency into phi m, and number of primary turns, it should be given by n1. So at the end we can get the equation E1 is equal to 4.44 frequency n1 and phi m. So this is the equation for the induced EMF inside the primary winding. Same way we can go for the secondary side. E2, induced EMF at the secondary winding, E2 is equal to RMS value of induced EMF per turn into number of secondary turns. So we can get the answer E2 is equal to 4.44 F and 2 phi m volts. So equation number 1 and 2, which can be considered as a EMF equation of the transformer. Now we are going for the next theory, that is the explain the auto transformer. Auto transformer, it is similar to the single phase transformer. As we all know, inside the single phase transformer having a 2 windings, they should be used, primary winding as well as secondary winding. Whereas inside the single phase transformer, primary winding and secondary winding, they should be wound on the iron core. Same way inside the auto transformer, whenever we can go for the auto transformer having only one winding, which can be working as a primary winding and secondary winding, and that is wound on the iron core. Auto transformer, it should be working as a step down transformer and step up of the transformer. So now we can go for the auto transformer, it should be working as a step up transformer. So having only one winding, it should be defined by AB. Now step up means increases the voltage from primary to the secondary side. Now single phase AC supply that should be connected over here, whereas load that should be connected over here. Now we are going for the step up of the transformer. So how we can say that auto transformer, it should be working as a step up of the transformer. So here C point that should be locating at the middle of the winding. So we can say that primary winding having a lower number of turns, whereas if we can go for the secondary winding, so having a higher number of turns, and which can be indicated by AB parts over here, whereas primary winding which can be indicated by BC parts over here. So the winding having a higher number of turns, which can be considered as a high voltage winding. So we can get the voltage at the secondary winding, which can be given by V2 is equal to N2 divided by N1 into V1. So from this circuit, it can be working as a auto transformer, as a step up of the transformer, because the voltage that can be a step up from primary to the secondary side. Now we are going for the auto transformer. It should be working as a step down transformer. So it is again same circuit having only one winding, which can be working as a primary winding as well as secondary winding. The primary winding which can be indicated by the AB parts over here, and which is connected with the single phase AC supply. Whereas if we can go through a load side, the load that should be defined over here, and which is connected at the middle of the winding, and which can be defined by point number C to point number B. So from the figure we can say that primary winding having a higher number of turns. So the winding having a higher number of turns, having a voltage that should be higher than the secondary side. So we can say that primary winding having a higher number of voltages, whereas secondary winding having a lower voltages. So from that we can say that auto transformer, it should be working as a step down transformer. The voltage which can be stepped down from some value. The voltage build up across the load, which can be defined by V2 is equal to N2 divided by N1 into V1. The application of the auto transformer. The auto transformer in which compensating voltage drops by boosting supply voltage in distribution system. So inside the distribution system, which can be used as a auto transformer. The auto transformer with a number of tappings are used for starting induction and synchronous motor. So if we can go through an induction motor as well as synchronous motor, in which we can again go through a auto transformer. Third one, that should be auto transformer is used as a variac in laboratory or where continuous variable over broad ranges are required. We can go through many projects in which we can require the variation inside the voltage, because we can get the direct voltage, three-phase voltage that should be a 440 volt. So sometimes we can require the voltage in terms of variation. So for that we can go through a auto transformer. And last one, that should be the auto transformer is used as a balance coil to give a neutral in a 3-wire AC distribution system. So again it can be used inside the AC distribution system. Thank you.